Good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday. Welcome to my coffee break stamping. Hope everybody is having a fantastic long weekend. Wow, that summer seemed to fly by. I'm a little sad that we're saying goodbye to summer, but there's always lots of good things to look forward to in the fall too, and I need to always stay positive and look at it from that perspective, I guess. So I'm just linking up here to my iPad, and oh, okay, good morning. Hi, Sarah, and I think Denise is there, and a few others are hopping on just now. So my theme for coffee break stamping this morning is how to get out of a sticky situation. So I grabbed a bunch of our adhesives that we frequently use, and some of you have seen this trick before, how you can use dental floss to unstick a paper that's maybe you've made a mistake on, or you want to change, or it's crooked or whatever, and I'll show you that. But the dental floss doesn't work for every kind of adhesive, so I'm going to show you which adhesives that it will work on and what you might want to try to do with the adhesives that it doesn't work with. So, oh, hello to Pam. Hope all is well there in North Carolina. Yes, happy Saturday. It's the weekend. We're going to have a fairly warm day here today, and then tomorrow it's like, bam, we're changing into fall. And I don't know if I'll be wearing shorts too much more. I'll be wearing like leggings and pants after today, I think. Okay, so just a quick review. Stampin' Up! Has a liquid glue by Tombow, the Mono Multi-Liquid Glue. We've got two kinds of tape runners. There's Stampin' Seal Plus, and then there's the Stampin' Seal Regular, and they interchange in the same case. We've got our mini glue dots, and our tear and tape, and these are our dimensional adhesives. So to start with, let's see. I will start with just our regular Stampin' Seal. So I just took 2 pieces of cardstock and put a bit of glue in each corner and a little bit in the middle, because that's usually how I would adhere, or that's where I would apply the adhesive for a card that I was making. And as many of you seen before, if you make a mistake or you want to change something out, generally, yeah, just the regular old dental floss, tooth floss, whatever you call it, works to lift between the 2 pieces. Oh, I just have to get this under the corner to begin with. And the nice thing about this is it helps so that you're not lifting and bending and crinkling any parts of your paper. So yeah, I'm just sliding it under there. I should have made this piece of dental floss just a little bit longer. There we go. So I've pulled it out from the whole thing, and oh, it's sticking back in the other corner. It's probably where I was holding on to it. The tricky part of all of this is finding a place to hold on. And oh, my fingers are not working this morning. Okay, come back here. Okay, I'm starting again. When you take a piece of dental floss, take one that's longer than this. Take one that you really, yeah, there we go. There. Now I'm going to have lots to hang on to. Okay. So, lowly dental floss works really well, and that's with our regular Stampin' Seal. So, I'm going to put that here in the corner with the Stampin' Seal. That works. Okay. Now, here's Stampin' Seal Plus. So this is our, again, a tape runner, and it's a little bit stronger. And this is the one that I particularly like to use, because I really like it when the pieces of my cards and projects, you know, don't eventually slide off. With any tape runner, it is always good after you've applied the adhesive and stuck your piece down to burnish it a little bit in the corners and the center too. The burnishing always makes a difference. But yeah, Stampin' Seal Plus is just a little bit stronger. Oop, that's my little piece. I gotta go get back to my big piece. And I have not tried this yet with the Stampin' Seal Plus. I'm not sure if the dental floss will work with this one, but we're gonna give it a go and see if it does. So I'm gonna get under a corner and, oh yeah, I think this is working. Okay. Got under 1/2 of it so far. Whoop. Ah. Okay, I just put a big thumb hole ridge in the side of my paper. Don't do that. Hold it flat. Keep it flat, and there we go. Okay, so pretty good. Not too much worse for wear compared to, oh yeah, you can see. So there's the Stampin' Seal. There's absolutely no, basically none of the cherry cobbler cardstock on the back of that one. And here is the Stampin' Seal Plus. It picks up more of the cardstock. It is heavier and harder to separate the pieces, but you can get the dental floss to work. You just have to be careful that you don't destroy your project in the process of separating the two pieces. So I'm going to put that over here. Stampin' Seal Plus also works with the dental floss. All right. Oh, just checking to see who else has hopped on with us. Good morning, Cheryl. Hello to Lori. Yeah, we're going through our adhesives one at a time, checking them out to see if they work with my dental floss technique. But I know there are some that don't, and for those I have other suggestions. So next we're going to go to one of my go-to glues that I use quite a bit. It's the Mono Multi Liquid Glue, and the one reason I really like to use this is that once I've put my paper down, with it being liquid, I just have a few seconds to straighten my paper and get my edges pretty close to being the same all the way around. I am almost positive that the dental floss will not work with the liquid glue. The liquid glue is my, whoa, I want it to stay together forever and ever and never fall apart. So I'll show you what happens when you try it, and maybe it will come apart for me, but I think I've tried this before, and well, you pretty much start to destroy, ooh, okay, yeah. You pretty much start to destroy your two pieces of cardstock when you, whoa, yeah, this is not working very well. Okay, so of those 3 adhesives that I've shown you so far, the Mono Multi Liquid is the strongest, and the only way you're going to pry this apart is if, yeah, see, look at, I'm starting to bend my paper. You're going to end up destroying your project. So yeah, if you're creating a box or something like that, and you want things to stay in and never move again, this is the ticket. So I'm going to put Mono Multi Liquid Glue over in this corner because this one didn't work with the dental floss. Now, there's something else I was going to show you. You probably cannot see this at all, but here is our Mono Multi Liquid Glue, and I've applied it all the way around the edges in a very thin strand and across the center here on a piece of white cardstock, and I have just let it sit, and it has dried, and now it's become tacky. And this is now a repositionable glue. So some of you may not have realized, but I think the reason they call it multi is because you can use it as permanent, or you can use it as repositionable. So I'll just turn this over and I'll tack that down. And yeah, see, I'm even pushing a little bit. And then, okay, I want to get this up. Well, will I need to, oh, no, there we go. There we go, yeah. So it's that's if you want to, you know, try things out in different places, tack it down, but then be able to lift it quite easily. You don't even need the dental floss for that. So I didn't write on here. I should have written, see all the others, I wrote what it was. So I'm gonna tuck this in behind, and if you do it as the repositionable dried first and then stick it down, that comes off easily. So it's good to remember with that one. All right, what are we on to now? Next here, I've attached this piece of cardstock with our mini glue dots. And I think I've used dental floss to remove the mini glue dots before. I think I have. We'll try it again here and see how it works. And again, I put a glue dot in each corner and one in the center. So, okay, here we go. Ooh, there's one glue dot that let go. Okay, the glue dots are pretty strong and tacky, so they're holding on. There's another one. Ooh, yeah, these glue dots are a little bit harder to pull through because they're kind of thick. There, okay, so you could possibly use the dental floss. But here's another thought. I'm going to try something that may soften it and make it easier to unhook this paper from its base. I've got my heat tool here, and just gently heating the mini glue dots, that may soften them enough to release it. So here we go. It's going to be noisy just for a moment. There, oh yeah, there we go. So that's the trick with the mini glue dots. If you want to move the mini glue dots around and you've already glued it down, you want to grab your, okay, so now I'm gonna need to make a third pile here. There's the ones that you really can't move at all. There's these ones that you can use the dental floss with, and then there's this option where you can use the heat tool. Are those showing up in the picture? Hopefully you can kind of keep moving over. Maybe I should do, okay. All right, so I'm seeing some thumbs up, so people they're able to kind of see part of this anyways. There we go. So mini glue dots, heat them with the heat tool to help to release. Okay, so then, what have I got next here? Oh, Stampin' Dimensionals. Stampin' Dimensionals. Love these. Use them so much. Oh, thanks, Pam. I'm glad that you can see it. That's awesome. I have, on occasion, tried to remove Stampin' Dimensionals with my dental floss, and I'll try it here again. It's not the easiest, but I'm going to give it a go just to see how far I get with it. I'm running out of space to work now. I did not plan this out very well, but okay. If you can grab that whole piece and loop the whole piece of dental floss all the way around, and then you have your two ends to hold on to, that seems to help. Ooh, okay. This is tough because you know what? You're having to break through that foam, and that foam is not easy to pull the dental floss through. It's really hard, and oh, you can see I'm starting to bend the edges. The whole project was starting to bend. So here's my recommendation for Stampin' Dimensionals. This is where you become a surgeon, and you just do a little surgery on your pieces. Grab your scissors and you slide them underneath and you go snip, snip. Basically, I am just chomping through that foam with my scissors. So that's what I recommend for repositioning your paper or your part of your project that's been adhered with Stampin' Dimensionals. Now, when you go to glue it down again, you're probably going to want to put your new dimensionals on in different spots, because if you put them on in the same spot, they're going to get kind of bumpy and they're maybe not all going to be level and that kind of thing. So with this one, let's see, this was my pile that we said no, scissors. Scissors are good for the Stampin' Dimensionals. You know, I just realized something with the Mono Multi Glue. I tried the dental floss, but it's not going to move at all. I never did try the heat tool. So you know what, before I finish off, I should try the heat tool on this one and see if the heat does anything to this. I'm not sure that it will, because it seems like such a permanent, it says right on the packaging of it that it's permanent glue, but we'll give it a go. So it's just going to be noisy again for a second. Hello to those who have joined on. Hi Elaine and Sue, and we're just trying different ways of unfastening the different kinds of adhesives that Stampin' Up! Carries. There's a lot of different adhesives, and they all seem to need a little different tactic depending on what they are. So here we go, noisy again, just to see. I don't think it'll loosen it, but you know, I'm always up to learning something new. So, does it loosen it? Oh, look at that. It does. I was thinking that maybe when I heated it, it was just going to cause the glue to set even more. Okay, well, let's try the other end. I mean, I had kind of worked at this end with the dental floss a little bit, so it may have had an advantage. I'll try the other end now and see what happens. Okay. Getting warm. All right. Oh, look at that. Now, you can see as I'm peeling this off, I'm pretty much, okay, yeah, the heat does seem to help. I am wrecking this bottom piece here, and maybe that's where I should have pulled in the dental floss so that I wasn't totally wrecking and bending the one side of the paper. Yeah, okay, so this one actually, we could put this, the Mono Multi Liquid Glue could go right in between these two sections. You need to use both of these tools. You need to use the heat tool and the dental floss to loosen it. And I didn't think that was gonna work. So I am thrilled that I've learned something new. So there is a way of changing how you've glued a project with the Mono Multi Liquid Glue when you've used it permanently. So that's fantastic. Okay, so this pile here, use just the dental floss. This pile here, you can use just the heat tool. And this up here is both of them together. And I've got one last kind of, oh, and this pile over here, Stampin' Dimensionals, use the scissors. Okay. Tear and tape. And there it is. This is so handy. And if you want a really super good seal, but you don't want to have to take the time for like a liquid glue to dry, works great for 3D projects. And I've done this whole thing before with the dental floss, and I don't think I've had very much success from what I can remember with the tear and tape, but I'm going to give it a go here. All right. Okay, yeah, this is strong stuff. Okay, I'm trying to get these Oh, yeah. I'm gonna start to tear my paper here. It's better if you can, okay, I'm gonna move these guys out of the road. You've seen that part of it now, and you know how those ones work. I'm pretty sure that the dental floss is not gonna be very successful with this because I think I've tried this before and it's a tough go. But as with, okay, I'm starting to get it. It's hard work, but I'm starting to get it, and you can see how much paper it's bringing up with it. But if you want to make the tear and tape just a little bit easier to bring it up with the dental floss, that's where your heat tool comes in again. So here we go, one last time being a little noisy. Okay, I think that's got it warmed up, so this should pull through a little bit more nicely. Okay, here we go. Whoop, got to be careful not to. Ooh, it's still pretty strong in there. I guess maybe I didn't heat it as much as I should have. Oh, there we go. All right, so just to refresh, mini glue dots, you can pretty much just use the heat tool to loosen those. The mono multi-liquid glue and the tear and tape, you're going to want to use the heat tool and the dental floss. So they're in between those two there. And then just the dental floss works to remove the Stampin' Seal and the Stampin' Seal Plus, but you do have to work harder with the Stampin' Seal Plus because remember, it did take a little bit of the backing cardstock with it. Probably the heat would help that if you were finding it difficult. So those work with the dental floss. And Stampin' Dimensionals, I do not recommend the dental floss at all. Get out your scissors. So there we go, getting yourself out of a sticky situation. If anybody has any questions about Stampin' Up's adhesives, give me a shout. Now, there are a couple of adhesives that I didn't use today. Like one is our fine tip liquid glue. I just don't use that one very much. And another is like our foam strips, which would be like Stampin' Dimensionals, but they're in long strips. So yeah, lots and lots of choices for your crafting needs, for your adhering needs. And I would love to answer any questions that you might have about the adhesives that we have to offer. And thank you so much, everyone, for joining me for my sticky situation here today. I hope you're having a great long weekend, and we'll talk to you another day. All right, take care, everyone. Bye for now.